And we're live. Hello, everybody. I was going to go live earlier, but I was trying to find settings for this webcam to see whether or not adjusting the settings, but to stop it from, what you call it, autofocusing. Anyway, I failed. So I'm just going to have to make do for the time being. However, I am getting a new one today, so that's a bonus. Basically, I just wanted to talk to people about their depression and bipolar and find out where you guys are at. Or if you needed some help with yours or some suggestions thrown your way, or even my way for that matter. We can help one another. We're all here. Hello, that one person, and thank you for the thumbs up. We're all here for, to seek help where we can. And we all go into, whether it's a live stream, whether it's a vlog, looking for that one particular answer. Yeah, so it can make it hard. Hi, Sherry, and welcome. Thank you. I try. I mean, I don't want to make it a something heavy where people feel they have to talk about stuff, personal stuff. It's just, I don't know, general chit chat, and maybe we can share and bounce off ideas and stuff like that. My webcam will auto focus a lot too, so I do apologise for that. I am getting a new webcam that's suitable for Windows 10. No, that's exactly right. Not a lot of people take it seriously, and there is a stigma around it too, and I think that's what. Well, I don't think that is what I am trying to break. Is the stigma around depression? Well, mental health in general. Your depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, manic depression, and stuff like that. And well, I was going to have other people come on with me, but well, that sort of fell through. So I thought, oh well, I'm not worried. I'm not going to let that get to me. I can't afford to. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, well, I don't know if it's unfortunate or not. The last time I went to the doctor said to me, "You look really, really well. You look like you don't even have bipolar." And I said, "Well, what are you saying now?" I said, "Are you saying that I've probably been misdiagnosed?" And she said, "Well, yeah." And that got me thinking, well, okay, if I've been misdiagnosed, then what do I do? What have I got? Yeah, it's crazy. Check these. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I do the same. So mine's sort of mania, but it's not, how can I say, not real bad, like how some people get it really bad. I'll go for days. Like, I haven't been to sleep yet. I mean, it's what? 9:52 a.m. here in Australia, so it's like coming up for 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but then I'm good at hiding things. I've created a mask for myself. It's like no one can see this mask, right? The mask, I'm happy, but you don't see my pain type mask, you know? Um, and then that one gets put away if I'm having a real bad time, like not sleeping. I get angry because someone didn't do the dishes properly, or someone didn't load the dishwasher properly to the way I would do it. And someone didn't vacuum the floor the way I would do it, because there's still bits and pieces missing. And ooh, that makes me wild. And yeah, I do. Yeah, I probably do, eh? um, but yeah, it's like I said to the doctor, I said, you don't see what I do. I said, I'm doing it now, but you didn't. And she commented, well, you don't look like it. Yeah, exactly, Alex, we do. And, if it reaches just one person, I'd be happy. But if it reaches hundreds of people, I'd be stoked. Yeah, me too. Definitely, Sherry. Me too. Yeah, I know. How stupid is that, eh? It's queer. But I think, as you can tell, I don't know if you can actually see the writing because this video keeps going autofocus on me. The Salvation Army. Yes, I'm a member of the Salvation Army. And they've taught me a lot of stuff through them. See, I was for one YouTube. Me on YouTube? Nah, forget it. I'm not that. Nah, not happening. Um, then doctors would say to me, "Oh, I think you need to talk to a psychologist." Nah, not doing that either. They don't know nothing. Hey, Captain. Yeah, I thought I'd do a chit chat with a bipolar and stuff, and just to make it a bit different this morning. Um, it does, and I think a lot of people put too much of an emphasis on what they want rather than what they need, or other way around, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Well, see, I did a vlog here earlier. Uh, oh, not all that long ago, actually. I'll have to go back through my stuff, but yeah. Wow, Captain. I'd be like a bear with a sore head if I went unmedicated, but then again, I've been naughty. I will admit I've missed a few doses of my antidepressants, um, and then they know about it, I tell you. But he's a funny bloke. um, I like to like we've just starting to come into summer, so we're starting to get really hot weather now. Um, I was listening to Hazy Days show this morning, or watching it actually, and one day during last week, we had 45-degree heat. Now that's hot for us. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, that's hot for us. I'm guessing it's probably up around 80, 70s, 80s for you guys. Yeah, that's me too, Sherry. That is exactly me as well. But at the end of the day, I thought to myself, um, uh, side effects outweigh the anger, the frustrations, and stuff. And I thought, now if I can sort of find something that was going to distract me from feeling that way while I was taking my meds and going through these side effects, 9 times out of 10 it worked, sometimes it didn't. So it was a case of, okay, find something that you think might work for you. For me, it was poetry, songwriting, um, going to my bedroom, just listening to a bit of country, bit of rock. Um, and I'm not normally into jazz, but some of the jazz stuff I found was pretty good as well. Exactly, and that's what I'm planning on doing, Alex. And yeah, well, that's true too. Um, there is places that you can go, like here in Australia, we've got a place called Open Minds, and I will put a link in later for that. I don't know if you guys will have it over there, though. That's the only problem. But I suppose if you put openminds.org.com, maybe, I'm not sure. But who knows? There might be something like that around. Um, they don't just help with people with depression and bipolar and that, but they also help people with disabilities and getting people back out in the workforce and all that sort of stuff, which does cause depression in the long run. And it's a vicious cycle at the end of the day. Um, yeah, so I mean, everything's just. Oh, Captain. Yeah, that's a tough one. Hmm. I will stick with us, mate. We'll just send you more loopy. And that's the best attitude to have, Alex. I've always said that. Um, when I first was diagnosed, I thought, stuff you, bipolar. You ain't getting me. And I said that to my father once. I said, because he was diagnosed with lung cancer, right? And I said, Dad, if you're going to win at anything, win at this, I said, turn around and say to this bloody cancer, piss off, not welcome. Hitchhiking ride's gone. Oh, yeah, that didn't really work, obviously, but I was lucky with the police. I mean, I I knew something was wrong, and I just wasn't dealing with life. I lost. First off, I lost. No, well, that wasn't the first thing. I was raped. Well, they call it sexually abused here in Australia when I was 9 and 10 year old by two males that were known to family. And both said to me, I mean, I was only, like I said, 9 year old, once at 9 and once at 10. both said to me that um, do not say anything to mum and dad or anybody because I'll kill you. Hey, I'm 10-year-old. What am I going to do? And so, yeah, I never ever said anything. Um, my husband, who is BB, Bianca BB Williams, that's my daughter. She's actually on YouTube as well. Her own father, I didn't know much later in the point. Um, she was about 18 months old when I first found out. Well, not when I first found out. I found out when she was 7 years old that her father had interfered with her. And yeah, so that set me off. Oh, crap. Well, by the time I was old enough to tell my parents what had happened, both my parents passed away, so no, I didn't get the chance to tell them. I don't know, maybe in the back of my mind it was sort of, I don't want to remember that, leave it there. Yeah, and then, like, BB's father, like I said, interfered with her, but he also used to belt me. We were married for 9 years, and I was put up with 9 years of abuse from him. And he kept saying to me, if you ever leave me, I'll hunt you. In other words, I'll hunt you. In other words, he was going to kill me. So I had that. And then the age of 17, yeah, I know that one. My grandmother passed away. I never knew my grandfather, which is my dad's mum and dad. I never knew my granddad. He died in 64. My grandmother, she died in 1984, and my father died in 1994. What is it with all these fours? It was just running. And then, like a few years later, I lost my father, and then my mother in 97. What was it? 7, maybe 8 years ago now, I lost 2 nephews, exact same month, date rather, but 2 different months and a month apart from one another. One died in June, on the 24th of June. The other died 24th of July, the same year. And they were both young boys too. I mean, the first one was in his 35th year. And the second one, I'm not exactly sure how old he was, but yeah, he had an operation, and it was day surgery, and he said to the nursing staff, "I've got a stinking headache." "Oh, you'll be right. You'll be right. We'll give you a couple of Panadol." "Yeah, right." He took the Panadol, got home, and he said to his wife, he said, "Look," he said, "I've still got the stinking bloody headache." He said, "I'm going to lay down." He said, "Call me when dinner's ready." "Yeah, righto." Anyway, she sent one of the kids in to wake him up. No, he was gone. Yeah, I'd say so. So yeah, that's roughly how mine started, with all the deaths and everything in my past experience. And even growing up, going to school, I used to get bullied a lot at school. So I still say that played a big part in my life, because I used to get kicked and punched and my hair pulled, and oh God, Anyway, so I don't remember a lot of it because my sister that just passed away this year, she'd often say to me, "Oh, remember when?" Yeah, what? Remember when you and Tim would be at school? He'd come home every day of the week, blood nose. Huh? I did that? She said, yeah. I, I still say to this day, if I did that, then I was lashing out at him because he was closest to me, like we're 12 months apart. And I still say that the old saying goes, you lash out at the ones that you love or the closest to. Yeah, it sounds very much like it, Sherry. And that's why I try to do these. I mean, I haven't done a proper um, vlog about, or even going live for that matter, um, to talk about bipolar and my depression and anxiety and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a case of, well, yeah, exactly. And I think now that I'm older, I can see, well, hey, that's the only thing that makes sense in here. It's not that I wanted enough, and because him just teasing in fun, I reacted. So I snotted him fair on the nose, and because his nose was sensitive to getting blood noses all the time. I tried, and yeah, so when, like my daughter, she ran away from home when she was 13. Hi, Anne, and welcome. And I did everything I could to get her to come home. I called the police. What do you want us to do about it? I said, she's fucking 13. Pardon French. She's bloody 13 years old. I want you to bring her home, for God's sake. And, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, so I went to family services, child protection, family services, whatever it's called these days. Oh, there's nothing we can do. And I said, what? You're going to let a 13-year-old roam the street? Yeah, if she doesn't want to go home, we can't force her. Bloody hell. That's it. Exactly, Alex. I mean, some people can push it to one side and get on with life as if nothing's ever happened. But I think with people that has a mental health issues, such as myself, we find that very hard. And we, what's the word? I'm trying to think of a word that goes with it. And it consumes us. And we find it hard to just get on with everyday life. But I think by doing these, if we can all help one another, you know, as I said earlier, that it's going to eventually create a string or a domino effect, even where one standing here, another one standing there, then all of a sudden, dum, 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 dum. Before we know it, we've pretty much, well, my idea of it is that we've pretty much wiped it out completely. That's what I'd like to see happen. Better medication, better services for people that have got, you know, mental health issues, rather than just locked away in some mental health unit or having that one person, oh, don't talk to her, she's crazy, you know. Thanks, Sherry. And like, we have Salvation Army here. I don't know what you guys have got over there, but even to talk with your corps officer or a corps officer, captain or whatever, majors and that, they are generally pretty good. We are encouraged in the Salvation Army to get in contact with one of the officers or one of the captains or whatever. Go somewhere for coffee and just have a general chit chat. And generally, they want to pray with you. So, okay, I'm for that. But the thing is, though, Alex, crying is a good release. So if you feel like crying, don't stop. Oh, hell, man, I do it all the time. Yeah, that's the problem, though. The more you hold it in, you are hitting your head against the brick wall. Yeah, I certainly do feel for you both. I know what it's like. Been in one. I was in one for 12, oh, not 12 months, but going on 2 months, and that was bad enough. But I signed myself in myself because I recognised something wasn't right and I wasn't dealing with stuff with my daughter running away and having family services do something. They wouldn't do nothing. And anyway, they rang my house, and my ex-husband, who I actually live with now, he's not the one that treated me badly for 9 years. He's my second ex, this guy. Captain Stark, as his name is, and he suffers depression also. And we help one another in that respect. We separated and divorced due to us both trying to give up smoking at the time, and he was taking a medication called Zyban. Well, what the doctor didn't do was tell him that this tablet called Zyban will counteract with depression medication, antidepressants. I can't talk this morning. Yeah, exactly. Brick walls hurt. Yep. Sorry, guys, if I don't get back to you, I do look. Yep, that's it, Alex, for sure. Because initially I started the channel as a vlogging diary for myself. And then I thought, well, hey, why make it for myself? Why not share it with the community? Share my life experiences, what went wrong, what happened, how it happened, and what I can do to change it. Well, see, once I found out about my daughter running off and that family services weren't going to do nothing, the coppers weren't going to do nothing. She took off initially to be with a 38-year-old. Well, I think he was 38. He might have been a bit older than that, maybe 37, 38, I'll say anyhow. I said to her, no, you're too young to be with someone that old. I was never a mother for one to tell what she can and can't do, but more the point of advising her what she should and shouldn't do, because these are the as to what could happen. Okay, she had to find out the hard way. Anyway, no, she wouldn't listen to me. So first off, I locked her in the house over night time, so she couldn't get out. And like, her bedroom was a great big drop, so if she tried to climb out of a bedroom window, it was like a great big fall. Yeah, I think so too, Sherry. And I do appreciate the support that you guys are giving me just by being here and talking, hearing what, what basically caused mine. Um, I was initially going to go on Hangouts and just have a few people come in, but I wasn't sure who was going to be around, like my time, like being 10 o'clock. And I'm guessing it's probably early or getting towards early morning where you guys are anyway. Um, but anyway, I will do that at some stage. Actually, I might wait until after today because I'm getting a new webcam today. So no more autofocus. Oh, I did that again. Exactly. Sharing is caring. I like that. My ex-husband, Captain Starkers, has got a saying: stand up to be counted, not mounted. And I don't mean that in a rude, despicable way. I'm mounted as like we could be mounted on a blasted wall somewhere or on a pole somewhere because we've been told that we've got a mental health problem. I look at it that way. Told that we've got a mental health problem. I look at it that way. Yeah, so when I was in hospital, Mark or Captain come up or rang me actually. He said, I had a phone call and I said, yeah, who? And he said, you'll never guess. And I said, no, who? And I wasn't really in the mood for guessing games, as you can well imagine. Oh, he said, family services rang me. I said, oh, he said, they want to talk to you because they're not happy with Bianca's decisions. Oh, really? Now they want to talk. So I turned around and said, right, I will talk to him, but, he said, I knew there was going to be a but. I want my doctor, I want my nurse, I want my psychiatrist, I want my psychologist, and most importantly, I want you. All right. He said, I'll let him know. He said, I've got to ring them back. Anyway, he told him. He rings them back. He told them what my demands were. And if they don't agree to my demands, then it ain't happening. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm hoping to be able to change all that by doing these vlogs. And I think if we can all support one another in doing these vlogs, whether I come on live or whatever the case may be, someone out there's got to see this and think, well, hey, yeah, these people have got a legit reason to think this or believe that or whatever. There's got to be something that we can do to help them. That's what I'm looking at. Anyway, so welfare agreed to my demands. I said, no, I'll have it the next day. And that was all right, not a problem. The next day, 2 o'clock, they showed up. My nurse come and got me. She said, oh, they're here. I said, oh, are they? Really? And I said, I'm scared. Really scared. No, She said, don't let them get to you. She said, we'll all be there. She said, you've got everyone in there. You're going to be fine. Honestly, you're going to be fine. Righto. Anyway, so that was all right. Get in there. I'm sitting there like that. And the old foot's tapping on the ground. So, what's wrong? And my foot's still tapping on the... Anyway, she turns around and she says, Shauna, we're not happy. And I said, oh, really? We're not happy with the decisions Bianca's making. Oh, really? What do you want me to do about it? Concerned them. I said, oh, we're playing that game, are we? I said, when I come to you for help, ago, you basically tell me to go. And I said, well, okay. I went away. Than 38. It was like 26 at the time. Exactly. And that's the trouble. Too many times we see, oh, it's too hard. We'll put it in the hard basket because we don't know what to do. They make me angry. But yeah, that's the idea with these logs. To make them feel that small. That they've got to do something much bigger and better than locking us away, throwing away, because we might harm ourselves. I mean, yes, to harm myself, but I don't do that now because I've got 6 grandkids to live for, and have kids, get married and have kids of their own. So, nah, killing myself's not an option, man. Why? I'll have a drink. I'm thirsty. Yeah, and not a Band-Aid solution either. But yeah, so anyway, when Welfare found out she was dating a 26-year-old, mind you, she was 14 at the time. Go figure this, right? When I approached them about this 38-year-old, didn't want to know nothing. But because I never said anything about the 26-year-old, they come to me and said, we want you to press charges on the 26-year-old. And I said, you can go and get... Mind you, I wasn't those then either, so forgive me, God. I was really peeved off. Anyway, the meeting is down, and I was so angry. The whites of my knuckles went white. Whiter than white. They went really, really white. I don't know if you're going to see. But yeah, the tops of my knuckles went really, really white. And that finger, I broke it. I broke the boxer's knuckle. What had happened with was Yeah, exactly. It's a person. I've got a lovely psychiatrist now. He's very young. And he's like, yummy. I can sit and talk with him about anything and everything. I've told him about my vlogging channel. He said, well, good on you. He said, because I tell you what now, he said, there's not much around to help people. And yeah, I haven't seen a psychologist in a while. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I should do one for a catch up. um, the meeting had finished, I went into the art room. And in the art room, they've got a wall, well, it's a beam. It had plaster around it, but there was a hole in this plaster. So I just get my fist and I went, poof. That ain't a wall behind there, I'm thinking. I pulled my hand out. Woof. My hand went fat real quick. Shit. Now, in the wrong. They were a law under their own selves, I found out. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree 100% there, Alex. Um, yeah, so I went to my nurse and she said, Shauna, what did you do? I said, punched the wall and where? Show me. I said, no, not on your finger. Whereabouts in the I said, in the whereabouts. I took her. She grabbed me by the arms. So we're strolling down to the art room. Had a look at the art. Oh, was that all? She said, the hole was already there. I said, yeah, I know. I put my fist through the hole. And she said, to look in behind. I said, no. It was something. Me something gone down to A&E. And then they took an x-ray of me finger and I broke me boxer knuckle. For a referral and get one done. And well, that's just prompted me to do so. What I like doing is, like I said before, I'll do a journal, I'll do poems. Actually, I haven't got my poems down here. Must get that. Yeah, that's the problem though. A lot of people don't want you opening this. Why? Is it because um, they don't want secrets let out? Is it because there's a conspiracy going on that we don't know about? Um, yeah. Or is it because they don't want to have to work anymore? It's probably all above. I ain't shutting my mouth for no one. If I've got it, I'm going to use it. Well, besides, that's what it was given to me for, wasn't it? I can't wait to get my new webcam. I want to get another one. It's only cost me $140. Mark's it. I shouldn't call him Mark. Captain Stark has bought it for me, but I've got to pay. So, but that's all right. We help one another. I've got 2 X's here. But we get on really well, so why not? Oh, jeez, nice. I can't understand that because, all right, you're not exactly having physical touch to touch contact, but you're having that visual and sound contact. And to me, it means more than isolating myself away and keeping myself locked in my room for days and weeks and months on end because, well, I'm not coping. This gives me a voice. I can see who comes into the chats, or not so much who comes into the chats until they start typing, of course, but once they've typed something, I can, oh, there's Sherry, she's coming. Oh, there's Alex. Oh, cool, let's have a party. You know, and bounce ideas off one and make this bipolar, depression, mental health. I'll just say mental health covers a lot then. It's going to kick butt. We've got to kick its butt. And I'm excited to do that. Now, this camera's doing something really weird. Have you noticed that, Alex? Every so often, it will go real bright. Yep, good on you. It's like that song, I Won't Back Down. Oh, I love that song. I've got that song in my head now. I so want to play it on here, but I don't want to get. I think we've a couple of people. Before anyone else comes in, I'd just like to thank you guys for coming in. But guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more and support us in our fight the conquering mental health. Because we are conquerors. We're conquerors at a lot of things. But mental health, we are conquerors in that too. And stronger. And we'll be stronger with more support behind us. So let's done it again. Oh, I'll be glad to get this new webcam. I hope the bloke rings soon. It's driving me berserk. What a pimple there. It's annoying me. That's all right, Alex. I knew something might have happened because I can see when I'm talking, my voice is taking slowly to catch up. So I may need to refresh too. And I've got a perfectly good computer upstairs, but because Captain Sarkis is in bed asleep at the moment, I don't want to be going up there setting up this old boxy webcam and talking and making him up. So I thought, nah, I'm going to do my live stream down here in the woman's cave. I'm going to have to come up with another name for that. But yeah, I'm hoping, and don't forget, guys, it's on 7, 8 o'clock her time, UK time, something like that. I'll put her link in the description as well, so you can check that out, guys. That'll be on. She's doing the Halloween special, I think. I'll put that in. It should be good because the channel's always fun. Always get a lot there. Same with Hazy Days, although his has been on already. But I will put his in the description as well. And don't forget, guys, I have a raffle going. Link will go description is here. But like do huge while I food that will give because you know. So yeah. But I guess it's it's taken too long. I think oops. Did I freeze? No. Yeah, I'll do the links and everything after we've finished here anyway, so. But as I said, you know, hit the like and subscribe button. I do have a raffle going, although I didn't bring it back downstairs with me. I've got a cup, going just the one raffle prize. Head upstairs too. Oh, gee, I'm good, aren't I? One number $5. 5 numbers, um, and it's drawn on the 4th of November. More than likely 12 a.m. my time, but if that is either too early for you guys, please let me know. I will change it so it suits everyone that buys a ticket has got a chance to come and see the draw. And I will also link PayPal in the description as well. And I will also put my email address in the description also, so that if you're the lucky winner, you can email me and say, hey, I'm the winner of the raffle. Here's my address, and I can get it sent out to you. Don't forget, guys, get your tickets. I think I'm going to have to freshen up my, I don't know whether it's my internet. It shouldn't be internet because I've got NBN. And it's supposed to be super fast. So I'll say it's my laptop. It's probably, hang on a minute. This is probably what, guys? Okay. Yeah. Back in a sec. No, it's just going too fast. Too slow. Check stuff later. That seems to be a bit better now that I've shut off the browser. But I had about 4 browsers up, so that's probably why it was making mine so slow. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Well, if you don't like it, but you can always hit the thumbs down. I don't mind. So yeah. Well, I hope that our conversation and going live has really helped a lot for me too, because well, it gives me more ideas to soak it all in for the next round. I might leave it there, guys, so I can put those links in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace, love, and I'm always here. Also, if you need to email me and you want to email me about, yep, exactly, anything to do about depression and bipolar or mental health in general, email me. If you want to talk and you don't want to do it on camera, we can talk privately. And I'm also on Facebook. Under Shauna, actually, I'll get for those that don't. Go. Get in there. Look, open up. Yeah, exactly. This is really aggravating me at the moment, and it's constantly doing that all the time. It's giving me a headache. And now it's doing that bright light. I mean, it's not really bright in here, which is a weird thing. Okay then, mate. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.